Thank you for coming. You've been summoned here by the master of the house. It is their wish to have a more formal introduction to the staff I have selected on their behalf. For the duration of this interview, I will be asking the questions the master of the house would like answered. However, you will be directing your answers to them. My role is solely to be their voice. Please do your best to answer all questions honestly and concisely. Also, please refrain from rambling on, going off topic, or dodging the question. Let's begin. State your name.
Plenty of people call me the Soldier, but my name is Maximilien Rodolph.
What position did you seek within this household?
I decided to become a guard. It's a position for the strong, and it'll guarantee way more action than anything else in this place.
Of the 7 deadly sins, which one do you embody most?
I have a tendency to go berserk when I get fired up during battle, so I guess that would pin me as Wrath.
What were you promised in exchange for your service here?
I found a proper rival in Lucian. I was promised the chance to challenge him whenever I want to, as long as I devote myself to my work here. Something like that was worth wearing this stupid uniform.
What is your opinion of the others currently in service?
Lucian was the best fight I've ever had, and I plan to have more duels often. That head maid woman confuses me, though. You'd expect kissing up to the master to be a survival tactic for weaklings, but I can tell she's strong. I don't get it. I haven't had much of a chance to meet any of the others, but they must be worth something if Lucian picked them. Even the scaredy cat.
Describe what occurred during your recruitment.
Yeah, I can talk about that. I was in an old battlefield taking in the beauty when Lucian attacked me out of the blue. I was able to avoid any heavy damage in the beginning, and even fought back with some of my own strikes. We went back and forth in an even exchange for a bit, but I lost control. Totally blacked out. When I came to, I was already on the ground. From what I understand, I went berserk during our exchange, and that made it easy for him to bring me down. I know if I'd maintained my composure, we would have continued to have such a good fight. I decided that he made the perfect rival for me. And when he told me I was being recruited, my only condition was that I get to fight him more in the future.
What are you willing to sacrifice for their survival?
Sacrifice? To need to sacrifice anything would mean I'm losing. That wouldn't happen.
Have there been any complications since your arrival?
Not necessarily. The other guards' hounds don't really like me. I think it's because I give off the vibes of a wolf myself, so they're territorial or some shit. Other than that, I think we're all just sizing each other up. I wouldn't mind a fight amongst the staff to decide a hierarchy one bit.
What do you think of the era we find ourselves in?
You even need to ask? I think all this fighting is incredible. Everybody at each other's throats, trying to prove their superiority, is exactly how things should be. Life is all about fighting tooth and nail for every inch or scrap as you ascend the food chain. This war is like a playground for me.
If ordered to choose between this household and your own survival, what would you do?
If I were really fighting someone that I actually couldn't beat, I'd take it as an honor to fight to the death against someone of that caliber. You can consider it as me laying my life down for the household if you want.
What would make you betray this house?
Only a coward would go back on their word.
What do you fear losing most?
My ability to fight.
If they were to die, what would you do next?
If you died, my agreement with Lucian wouldn't be a factor anymore. I'd move on to my own thing as soon as I got my win against him.
Do you believe they deserve protection?
It isn't about you deserving it or not. I agreed to protect you because I was offered something I wanted. So long as the deal stands, I have your back.
Do you believe their wish for revenge is foolish?
Nah. I think it's great that you've got the guts for that. Taking on the entire German army sounds fun. I'll lend you my strength gladly if you keep giving me fun opponents like that.
What is your idea of a fun time?
A fight against an equal. One-sided slaughters are boring, and although fighting someone stronger than me presents a good challenge, nothing beats a proper duel.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I love a good fight, and I appreciate a good meal. As long as I get those, we'll get along just fine.
What are the powers you possess?
Powers? If you mean magic, then I don't have any. It's more of a crutch, in my opinion. I get by just fine with my own fists. If you have to put something down, though, my berserk state? When I lose myself in a fight, I kind of go into a frenzy, I guess you could call it. It does make me stronger, and I don't feel as much pain, so I'm able to tank hits better. But all technique goes out the window because I'm not really conscious while it's happening. All the extra strength I get is a bit wasted if I don't know what I'm doing.
And for the final question, what would you do if their soul became worth less?
I don't really give a rat's ass if you have some kind of special soul. I'm here for me. Even if your soul became cheap as dirt, I'd keep my word. Anyone who wouldn't is a coward, and I'd deal with those spineless losers myself.